used to be that the only way that you would know your neighbors were moving was if you saw that for sale sign, right?
You go ask, what's going on?
What's happening? Was it something we said? But now it's an Instagram post after a drone went flying over their property.
Real estate marketing has gone high tech, but those old school ways to sell your house still have a place. We're delving into that in today's real estate report from Brochures Realty Group and Coldwell Banker Burnett. We welcome back Julie and Daniel Brochures. Nice to have you guys here. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
All right, let's talk.
Can you take
we?
Steve seriously with
Julie
these shorts?
complimented my legs during the break, so we've decided one more segment we go.
Thank God he had his legs waxed a few weeks ago.
Yes, that's right. I had them waxed in preparation. So let's talk here about getting your home ready. Focus here.
Okay.
Daniel, what are some of those main things that you need to make sure you are doing as you get your home ready to sell?
Well, cleanliness is always important, not having too much stuff around.
Do you have to tell folks, like, hey, you need to clean?
Oh my God,
deeper?
Yeah. We actually have a staging consultant that we send over just so I don't have to be, or we don't have to be the bearers of the bad news. We take that pressure off us because it can be insulting. People can take it very personal, but we send over a staging consultant. They go through the whole house, room by room, make a detailed list of what should be done in preparation for the photo shoot even.
All those little things that need to be fixed, you say should be fixed.
Oh yeah.
So get maybe a handyman, a contractor, your father-in-law, your husband, whoever to go and do it.
Absolutely. And you really do want to work with a realtor that's got those tools, those people.
Has a contractor,
Yep,
somebody, yep.
absolutely.
I would imagine, though, that you would have some people saying, well, look, we lived with all these issues and we still loved it here. Do you get people pushing back and saying, look, just tell them that there will be a few things that they need to fix, but that's part of buying a house?
Absolutely. And then I remind them that there's a bunch of other homes for sale that don't have those problems that those buyers are probably going to go buy before yours.
Yeah.
Those buyers are going to nickel and dime them for
Yeah,
every
and then
little
they're
thing
saying,
that
we
pops
want
up.
you to fix it. Okay, let's talk about marketing your house, Julie. So professional photography is a must. I mean, it is kind of amazing, I think, when I've looked through, because I'm addicted to looking at houses for sale.
So
it's just
fun.
so fun. When you're seeing these types of photos, which you might think are okay, but boy, compared to professional photos, it's unbelievable the difference.
Yeah, I actually think they're horrible, and I see them all the time.
Yeah.
You want to make sure you're working with a realtor that has a professional photographer that's going to come in and take pictures.
So if you see the realtor coming in and he or she busts out their phone and says, hey, but it's an iPhone 7, it takes really good pictures, red flag.
You shouldn't work with that realtor. I mean, the pictures are what set all. If you can do all these cool marketing techniques, but if you don't have good pictures to start out with the marketing, people are going to keep on passing by your listing when they look at it online.
This is another thing that might seem really small, but it's the brochure that you're handing out at the open house or that's sitting in that little for sale sign box.
Yeah.
You say it should look a particular way. How?
It should be professional, full color. A lot of times realtors will do MLS printout that's black and white, and they throw it in the
print it at
brochure
the
box.
office.
Right.
Hire
Yeah.
a professional printer
It
to
should
print
be
them
done by a
properly.
professional company. It should have professional language on there, so all the write-ups should be done professionally. You're highlighting all the features of the home on that brochure. So if someone's standing outside and they grab the brochure, they want to be able to look at it and see all the cool things that are in that home.
But someone might be saying, guys, this is costing money. You're hiring a professional this, a professional that. Sure. How can you explain to people that that translates into a higher price tag on their house?
And well, it does, but the homeowner doesn't spend any of the money.
Yeah.
The realtor spends the money. So the
If you
realtor
got-
should have a big marketing budget to market the home.
Yeah, if you're hiring a realtor that takes their own pictures, makes their own brochures, what are you paying a realtor for?
Yeah.
Like, you got to have somebody, like we spend money on marketing, and you should have a realtor that's spending significant money on marketing and all those, because some of those things like brochures, it might be a 2 or 3% importance, you know what I mean? But it all adds up.
Yes, it
all
makes
of it
that
comes
whole
together,
picture,
yep.
that total
You gotta
picture of
have a
selling your
total
place.
package.
Yeah.
Now let's come into the modern age. Some cool modern techniques, Daniel, that people are using to sell their homes. A 3D home tour, there would have been a time that seemed sort of kitschy, but now that's really effective?
Absolutely. The technology is really amazing. You can see that on the screen there.
Wow.
It's amazing what you can do now. And where we find this really helpful is relocation buyers. A lot of people, they move state to state, country to country,
Yeah.
and being able to do like the dollhouse view like that
Wow.
and zoom in like that and actually walk through the house. It saves your seller setting up, getting the house ready for a showing for somebody that actually doesn't like white enameled woodwork or whatever the case may be.
Yep.
But it is super powerful.
How did they do that dollhouse view where we're like looking down into the house?
So the company we use, they have, it's kind of unique. It's a bunch of cameras actually on kind of a stick that does, I don't know exactly how it works. It's quite amazing to be honest.
I
but
love that.
You can actually scroll through it and look at each level, zoom in on each level individually, and truly walk through the house. You can actually walk up to a window, look out the window.
See what the view is.
But
Yeah.
it's what you need if you want to compete. if you want your house to be looked at by the most people, you got to have all those technologies.
Well, I think that is so cool because the one professional photography technique that really bothers me when I'm looking at houses, at least, is when you see those wide angle lenses that they're using that make the space look way bigger than it really is. And then what happens, you guys know this, you go to the open house or you go to a showing and you're like, oh, this is way smaller than it looked in the pictures. And you're immediately disappointed.
Yeah.
It's like a tricky, you got to manage those expectations.
I like that people are also now using aerial, like they're going into the air, drones, show the property, the whole lot that way.
Because you guys are so big on lots too, yeah.
Well, you know, the drones don't work real well in your typical small city lot, but when you get out to, you know, acreage properties like this or lake homes or, you know, homes that just have a lot going on, like swimming pools and stuff like that, how do you get that in a picture? You can't. You have to have
I want to live there.
I want to be there.
We closed it a week ago, sorry.
Those look fantastic. And so that's really an option. Not everybody needs to do that. It's mainly if you've got that property.
Well, it can be important on a lot of factors. Like, even for a house that has neighbors, they're close, it still can really help for those relocation buyers and lakeshore specifically.
So we talked about some of those modern marketing strategies, but still the good old-fashioned yard signs still getting her done. But there's sort of a modern twist now. What's people are lighting these up at night?
Yeah.
Solar lit. So our signs have a solar panel that has lights on it at the top. So it just illuminates it. So if you're driving by, especially now in the winter when it gets dark out at 5, you can see the phone number, you can see the website, you can get information on the property.
And you can see this cute couple who'd love to help you. It's really
little things like that are important. Like, most realtors use a sign that has the office phone number. We use our cell phone number. So when somebody drives by, which again, 2 or 3% of the people, you drive by, you call the number, you actually get the realtor instead of a front desk that doesn't know your house.
Okay, well, the only step that I think you need to take, Daniel, you get these shorts, you will start to increase
I'll
sales.
give them to you during the commercial break,
Things
man.
will get intense.
I don't know. Maybe I said a little hairy on the legs.
We have a link to the DeRoche Realty Group with Coldwell Banker Burnett on our website. If you're interested in buying, selling, or building a home, listen, these two are happy to have a one-on-one meeting with you. It would actually be a one-on-two or a two-on-two meeting with you at no cost. Big thanks to DeRoche Realty Group for sponsoring our show. Daniel, please take these shorts. I cannot look at them another minute. Honestly.
It definitely breaks the ice.